Hey y'all, welcome back to another edition of Xtina's Take. And look at here, look at here, look at here, look at here. I done brought Sally Mae out again. I done brought Sally Mae out of retirement, y'all. Sally Mae probably like, bitch, you need to go ahead and just retire me. I don't put in my work for you the last years. Just let me go peacefully. But no, I won't let Sally go peacefully. Honestly, I'm just got tired of looking at myself with scarves and hats and where in my hair. I just wanted to look a little different, so we don't brought Sally Mae out. Okay. Anyway, I'm extremely tired, y'all. So please forgive me if I ramble a little bit and my focus is not clear. But I actually have the house to myself, so I'm trying to go ahead and knock this on out. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Now, this may not exactly be posted on Juneteenth just because I just posted and I'm trying to. I don't want to post every day because I don't want one. I just don't have time to be doing it every day. I go through these periods where I can record a lot because I have a lot of time where I can do that. And sometimes, if I know I recorded 2 or 3 vlogs, I'll just save them and kind of post them every few days or whatever. So this probably won't be posted on the actual day of Juneteenth, but I am recording it on Juneteenth. So happy Juneteenth, everybody. For those who don't know what Juneteenth is, Google, because I ain't about to explain it to you. Google it. It's trending all over Twitter and Instagram and Facebook right now. So you ain't got to go far to find out what it is, okay? Anyway, like I said, I hadn't had that much sleep because I'm unfortunately at that age, as blessed I am to be at this age, where one can no longer go all night and not use the bathroom. And now I'm really at that age where one cannot go to the bathroom and go to sleep after they wake up. So I have been up since 3 o'clock this morning. And I went to bed at 12. I've only had 3 hours of sleep. And I took a damn ibuprofen PM. I have arthritis, so sometimes I be hurt and I need that little extra to knock me out. It knocked me out for 3 hours. You would think it would last 4. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, so I'm so excited because one of my all-time favorite films is coming out. It was supposed to come out this month, but they pushed it back because of COVID, and I'm glad they did. As much as I want to see this movie, I'm so happy they pushed it back so I can actually get a chance to see this movie. And the movie is Candyman. I love me some Candyman, honey. That was my movie back. It came out when I was like 12 or 13 years old. And I've always loved that movie. And I'm so excited with this version of it. And I got a question for y'all. Because all the little articles and stuff I'm seeing online about this movie, because I was excited. As soon as I seen it, they were redoing it. Especially excited to see Jordan Peele part of it. Now, he's not directing, but I think he had a hand in writing it and producing it. So you know it's going to be fire, right? Because he really has changed the game of the horror genre. Especially where people my color are concerned. So he gets props for that. Now, I will admit, and y'all, please don't stone me. Please don't stone me for this. Don't do it, y'all. Don't come for me for this. Actually, y'all can. I don't care. Y'all can come for me. Y'all can come for me because I'm ashamed to admit that I have not seen Get Out or Us by Jordan Peele. And it's only because I have a child and I don't always have childcare, and I love movies. I love cinema. I love the whole movie going experience. Like, not just sitting in my home watching a movie. I can do that anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the whole going out and being communal with people. Y'all, I swear, I have a huge vocabulary. I really do. I just can't seem to pronounce these damn words. Now, if I was typing on the keyboard, I wouldn't have a problem. I could spell all these damn words I'm having troubles pronouncing, but some reason it's not making that connection from brain to mouth. Anyway, but I love the whole experience, the whole just being out and around people. The whole popcorn, paying $89 for a tub of popcorn. I love all that. Sitting there with a huge projector screen and it's a shared experience. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. But I have not been able to partake much in adult films since my daughter's been here because it's all about her, and a lot of what I want to watch ain't appropriate for her. So, like I say, I don't, I'm that mama that don't trust nobody with their damn kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very, I can count 2 people maybe 3. I might trust with my child, and I try not to use them too often because I don't want to be a burden on them. So that's my long-winded excuse as to why I have not seen Get Out and Us. And yes, I know it's on DVD or on demand. I know I can order it, and one day I will when I have time and I can actually sit and watch it and enjoy it while my daughter sleep or not here. Okay, but based on just the trailers alone for Get Out and Us, I could tell he's a genius. Just the way those trailers were put together and the tone of the movie and all the things I read about movie, especially Get Out. And I actually know how Get Out ends. I actually read it somewhere, so it's brilliant. I haven't actually seen it, but everything I've read about it, it seems pretty brilliant. So definitely, definitely, if I don't see no other Jordan Peele movie this year, is going to be Candyman. Okay. Um, the reason why I love Candyman so much as opposed to other genres. Oh, there's another question. I'm sorry. I see. Told you my mind ain't connected. I was gonna ask a question in terms of why, because this Candyman is supposed to be, I guess, is being billed as a spiritual sequel to the first one. Now, as far as I know, there's been several other Candymans made. I know for sure I've seen 2. I've seen 1 and 2. Now, I ain't seen them in 20 some damn years. Mind you, this came out in 1992. I ain't, but I've seen them. I've seen them a handful of times. So they were one of my favorite movies coming up. But I haven't seen them in 20 years. But I know there's definitely a Candyman 2 because I've seen that movie. It was actually more or less more a lot of voodoo and stuff. But anyway, but I know somewhere out there there's a Candyman 3. Now, me personally, especially with the horror genre, past sequel 2, I don't see it. Because past sequel 2, maybe a sequel 3, it gets ridiculous and stupid and cheesy and campy and just people just throwing all kind of ideas and shit out there, and it's just like, really? But I'm just trying to figure out, like, so we just gonna completely ignore the fact that there was a 2 and 3 made, right? So we're just gonna jump from the original one to this one, right? Like, I don't understand that. Like, they did that with Halloween. You know what I'm saying? They did like a Halloween then a Halloween sequel, and I'm like, did we just ignore the other 1,500 damn Halloweens that's out there? Like, they just didn't exist anymore? We just gonna go, okay, whatever. But anyway, that's just me rambling. But the reason why Candyman is one of my favorite films, and especially in horror, because I'm not a big horror person. I'm really not. I don't. How can I put it? Jason and Freddy, after you slash so many people, you bore me. I don't care how creative you get with the slashing, you bore me. You bore me. It's like you're just cutting up folks. There's nothing scary about that. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's not anyway. To me, one of those scariest films I've seen that I literally was watching like this is, and I'm a big fan of M. Night Shyamalan. I love him. I know people think he's cool or whatever, but I love him. I don't like all his movies, but I've seen most of them, and most of them I like. So one of the most scary movies I actually seen was Signs, and it was an alien movie he did. And one of the reasons why it was scary for me was because you don't actually see the damn aliens until the end of the movie. So there's this huge 2-hour build up to it. You know what I'm saying? And of course, not the jump scare, but it's just the way he did it. You know, I like movies like that. You know what I'm saying? It, as much as I loved it, wasn't even that scary to me. I seen it 1 and 2, and that probably was the last time I went to a movie too and actually seen an adult movie. But I seen both. They weren't that scary. They were fascinating, and I loved the concept of it. But I wasn't like jumping like ooh like that. It was like, okay, the clown gonna kill me. All right. Anyway, so what was I gonna say? But one of the reasons why I loved it so much was, for one, black person wasn't the first to die in the movie. They actually made us the lead character. They actually made us the main character. We're the actual, monster in this. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say that because that sounds horrible. But if you get to the backstory and origins of Candyman, then you know why he was like that. And that's my other reason why I love it, because it has so much historical context to it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have like Jason, most horror movie title characters, I'm sorry, I probably need to do this another time, but I'm gonna ramble through. like Jason or Freddy. Like Jason, I mean, how did he die originally? I think he drowned in the lake while the teens were off having sex somewhere. So now he got an issue with sex. And yes, I know that was a political underlying social thing they was having about sex at the time. That's what most horror movies are. They're social commentary in a way, if you think about it. Freddy, he was a child molesting bastard, and the parents got together. Was he molesting or killing kids? I can't exactly remember. Either way, he was fucking with the kids in the wrong goddamn way, and the parents took his ass in the basement and burned his ass, and now he came back as Freddy Krueger for revenge. You know what I'm saying? So they're all rooted in horridness, and the person being a horrible person. This one, not so much. It has so much historical context. So if you know the story of Candyman, you know that he was a son of a former slave. His dad became a shoemaker, became reasonably wealthy, I guess, and was able to, move around in society. As him being the son, he became an artist, and he was doing portraits, and he was, again, able to move around in white society. They were commissioning him to do portraits for the families. He was doing a portrait for a family, met the girl, daughter, fell in love with her, got her pregnant, and dad found out. I think the woman may have cried rape or something like that, and they lynched him, basically. They lynched him. And Candyman may not be an exact true historical figure in that there was an actual man that it was actually based off on in history, one singular man. And yes, I do know that Candyman was based on a short story from Clive Barker, and it was the white man. A white man was the title character in that short story, but whoever did the Candyman franchise reimagined it, and I think they did a beautiful job of that. And so it resonated with me. It really, really resonated with me. Even at that age, when I was 12 or 13, it stuck with me because I had never seen anything like it. And if you grow up in a black community, Candyman is like our all-time favorite horror movie like that, because it was us. We were finally being represented, and we could finally understand this man's pain and why the hell he killing everybody. Look how he was killed. Shit. Anyway, so I can't wait, especially in this climate of what's going on right now. I can't wait to see this shit, because Jordan Peele always got some social commentary to his movies, honey. Even if I didn't see it, I still know what they was about. But I do plan on seeing them. I do need to see it, and I actually do need to watch Candyman again to kind of refresh my memory. But anyway, so I'm bringing up Candyman because there was a trailer that came out. Well, one, I'm bringing it up because I'm just damn excited about it. But two, I'm also bringing it up because there was a trailer that was just released a day or two ago. Please check it out on Twitter. It's beautifully done. It is and it's so different from any other trailer that I've ever seen, and it's just beautiful. In fact, I watched it about 3, 4, 5 times last night. Like, I really it stuck with me so much. But it's basically shadow puppets, which actually is kind of like a lost art form now. You don't really see shadow puppets anywhere anymore. I've seen them a lot growing up, but not. Look at my baby. He just laid on me. He mad because he ain't getting no attention, y'all. Oh, can y'all see him? No, y'all can't see him. Can you see him? There we go. Hey, dude. Anyway, sorry, y'all. It's my baby. But oops, let me get the angle back. Sorry, y'all. But basically, it's a shadow puppet. It has no. Actually, let me tell you this. When I first saw it, I didn't even know it was a trailer, because it's so different from any other trailer that you've ever seen. I didn't know it was a trailer. I thought it was an accompanying piece that goes with the movie. I didn't know it was an actual trailer for the movie until the end of it. But it is an actual trailer, and it's beautifully done. It's no dialogue in it. It plays, I think, the original score from the score from the original Candyman. And it basically details how we've been treated through the years and how we've been brutalized. And it is in connection with how Candyman was brutalized. I think his was the last story to be told, but we all recognized it. Like, as soon as I seen them drag the man out the house and put him on the back of a truck and dragged him, oh Lord, I knew it was James Byrd, I believe his name was. He was lynched, basically, for being black. He was drugged on the back of a truck. Um, they showed a little boy, and I didn't know that story either. I actually Googled it at 4 o'clock in the morning because I was just up. I actually Googled him, and for the life of me, because I'm so sleepy, I cannot remember his name. But it was a 14-year-old boy in the 1944, I want to say, that was executed because two white girls were found murdered. He was starved. Mm. He was starved, and the only way he can get food was to confess. Now, mind you, he didn't have a lawyer present, and his parents were not allowed to come see him. And they took that confession, and it wasn't even a taped confession, it wasn't a written confession, it was just off the strength of what one police officer said that he heard him say. And within 80 days they executed a 14-year-old boy, and come to find out he had nothing to do with the murders of the two little girls. So that one I actually looked up. That taught me something. And it was another one where it was a man who got beat by police just because he offered kids candy. But it was hauntingly beautiful. No words, no dialogue, just the music against the backdrop of these images. So please, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It will sit with you. It still sits with me. It still sits with me. And for this to be a trailer, and to be this profound, and to resonate the way that it does, whoever the studio is behind Candyman, I applaud you and I thank you. Now, what I will say is this: I applaud you for making that move. I really do, because it was deep, and I please y'all check that out. But I will honestly say, had this been 2 years ago or even a year ago, that trailer wouldn't have been made. It might have been made, but it wouldn't have been released. Definitely wouldn't have been released. It would have been too political. But now, because we're in this climate where people are actually paying attention to us and trying to be sympathetic to us now, so it was the right time to do it, and I appreciate it. I do, because it was beautiful, and y'all need to check it out. So anyway, that's enough for that. So y'all, I haven't talked about music in a while, and I don't, and this is again the shit that goes on in my head at 4 o'clock in the morning when I can't sleep. You think I'll be thinking about God and spirituality and how I can improve my life, but no, I think about random ass shit. Really random stuff. And I was thinking, like, why don't you talk about music more? So much of your vlogs are about TV and what's going on Instagram and Twitter and all that stuff. But you know, I rarely talk about music. I mean, I've mentioned it, I peppered it in there here and there, but I don't really talk about it that much. So, and I'm thinking, like, well, that's because you don't really like to shit this out now. So you don't really have nothing to talk about. I don't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am anybody, like I said, I've said this numerous times. Anybody who knows me knows I love music. I love it. In fact, I was putting on a roast for dinner tonight. I put it in the crock pot about an hour ago, and I was jamming in the kitchen while I was getting the stuff ready. So I love music. And I love all kinds of music, all genres. I got stuff from the 1970s, 60s, all the way on up to now. You know. But I just find this music lacking. Like, it's just not what it used to be. Like, I was listening to one of my favorite Stevie Wonder songs is Ass. I love that song. And I was listening to it yesterday, and I remember I told my husband, I said, they don't make music like this no more. Like, you don't have 7-minute songs no more. Like, oh my, anyway, which I mean, I understand to a certain degree, because trust me, these kids today's attention span ain't gonna last no damn 7 minutes for a song. But I'm just saying, they just don't make music like that no more. However, I have discovered somebody. Y'all, I be so late on stuff. Y'all need to. Anyway, so I've just not just discovered. I've known about him for a few months, but I will say the only song I had heard from him prior to my new favorite song now, which my daughter is so sick of me playing. She just told me yesterday, like, Mama, stop. Anyway, is Rotimi Rotimi, is that, I don't know how to, y'all forgive me, y'all. I think it's Rotimi. Dre from Power. I was trying not to do that because I'm trying to respect him, because he ain't Dre from Power no more. He wants to separate himself from that, so I'm trying to call him by his name, but Rotimi. Um, for the longest time, I didn't know Love Rhythm was his. I had no, I mean, I heard the song, I liked the song, I really, really liked the song, and I didn't know who it was. I'm like, who the hell is Rotimi? I ain't never looked at the boy's name on goddamn to Power. I didn't know he was Dre. And then I don't know if I saw a video on YouTube or something. I'm like, that's Dre. I'm like, when he started singing, and apparently he's been singing for a hot minute now. Apparently, music was actually his first choice to get into entertainment, and then the acting came. But apparently, he's been around for a hot minute, and my dumb ass just didn't know. So anyway, so I checked him out with love because I like. Okay, I ain't gonna say I like Dre. But I did not hate Dre as much as everybody else did on Power. Like, there was intense hate for that man. I didn't feel that way. Could have been because he was a little easy on the eyes. You know what I'm saying? And let me just say this about myself, because I'm one of those women that, how do I put it? I don't like pretty boys. I can appreciate their prettiness or their handsomeness. I can appreciate the beauty in them. I can, but it don't get me. It don't get the juices flowing. It just don't. Like, everybody was on Amari Hardwick's dick, on Ghost's dick. Like, oh my god, that boy fine as. And I'm like, yeah, he fine, but he too pretty for me. I don't like pretty. I don't like pretty. You know what I'm saying? So I'm more of a Dre person. Don't get me wrong, Dre sexy as hell. Or Rotimi sexy as hell. That boy fine. So that one really got my attention. But no, I actually did. I ain't gonna say I liked Dre, but I didn't hate him as much as everybody else did. But anyway, or like a Tommy. If I was to ever be with a white man or like a white man, it would be like a Tommy kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the swag. I like rough looking men. I don't say rough. I just don't like pretty boys. They gotta have some kind of edge to them, some kind of swag to them, some kind of something. And anyway. But yeah, back to his music. Like, look, my favorite song right now is "In My Bed." Like, I've been bumping that for the last damn 2 weeks, I think. Not that I just discovered the song. I knew it's been out for a minute, but sometimes it take me a minute, y'all, because when Love Rhythm came out, I actually did look up Rotimi and his music. And I listened to a few songs, and I actually did like them, but for whatever reason, they didn't really stick with me like that. So I don't want to say I dismissed it. It was just kind of went to the back of my head, like, okay, well, that's somebody you might want to look out for. And then "In My Bed" came out, and I was just like, all right, Rotimi, I see you, honey. I see you. I love that song. And it made me go back and listen to him again, and I really do like his music. I really, really do like it's sexy as hell. It's sexy, and it's different. I love the whole Jamaican African thing he got going on. I love it. So it's different. It's not what anybody else is doing right now. He's kind of cornered that market, or not doing it as mainstream. I'm not saying y'all Jamaicans and African, don't come for me. Don't come for me. I know y'all out there. I'm just saying mainstream. And I'm sure him being Dre on Power helped that. But I ain't mad at him at all. At all. I've been listening to his music all morning. Well, not all morning, but most of the morning I've been listening to him along with some other stuff. But y'all check it out. I'm late. I couldn't even tell y'all to check it out. Hell, I'm the one that's late to the damn party. But anyway, I'm impressed with him. I heard he's doing another album, or he's working on another album. I hope it comes out soon. I can't wait to see what else he's doing, because he seemed to have kind of found his niche. And I've listened to a lot of his earlier stuff, and it wasn't until like this last album or last EP, because he hasn't actually done an album, but the last couple EPs is when he really started getting heavy into the Jamaican African thing. So but I love it. I love it. But yeah, I want to talk about music for a minute. Tiana Taylor, she just came out with a new album. I have not checked all of it out. Checked a couple songs out. I hate to say it didn't grip me, but again, Rotimi didn't grip me in the beginning either. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that happens with me. A lot of times that happens with me. Like, and initially I don't really think that much of it. I'm like, oh, okay, it sounds good, but it ain't enough for me to really want to bump all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's not something I feel down in here or down in here. Anyway, because Rotimi's music is not that deep. I love it. I love it. But basically, he's talking about fucking most of the time. But I love the way he talks about it, though. I love the way he talks about it, honey. Especially. Anyway, I shouldn't say that. He does have a couple of deep songs. I'm not saying that, but the ones he known for, like Love Rhythm and In My Bed, are sex songs, okay? Anyway, anyway, so I'm not to say this is a bad album. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying as of right now, you gotta think I'm only going on 3 hours of sleep. I just heard it this morning, so I maybe just haven't processed it right. I don't know, but like I said, I do that a lot where I might just put that artist in the back of my mind and not really think about it, and then I revisit them later and I wind up falling in love with them. So I think that might be the case with Tiana Taylor, as was the case of Rotimi. So, but once you got me, I'm a fan for. No, I ain't gonna say I'm a fan for life, because I'm one of the ones. If you put out shit, I ain't gonna listen to it. I don't care how much I love you. If I don't like it, I don't like it. So, anyway, so hopefully I'll get a chance to revisit Tiana Taylor's album soon. Okay. Growing up hip hop, it came on last night, but I didn't see. I saw like the first 20 minutes of it, and then I got distracted, and but I did record it, so I will be watching it. So I'm not going to do my take on that just yet, because I haven't seen the full episode. So, but I did see Double Cross, y'all. Yes, I'm back on that. I did see it was a new episode, so I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it, because I kind of gave y'all a synopsis of it. Lord, I swear to God, I have a good vocabulary. I just can't pronunciate shit. I swear I know what it means. I can use it in context. I just can't say the shit right. I can actually read. I'm an avid reader. Well, was an avid reader. But anyway, the summary of the show. I gave y'all a brief summary of the show and what it was about. But now I'm going to actually dig into the episodes, because hell, we 5 episodes in. If, y'all can binge watch it. So spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. So I told y'all about this doctor who. So let's go back to the first episode. Let's talk about that, okay? Because the first episode was fire. The ending of the first episode was fire. Because I was just drumming it along, like trying to keep interest, and like, okay, well, this seems like it might be interesting or whatever. And then, so it's about a girl doctor. Her name is Erica. She's an ER physician, and she was engaged to this white guy. And the episode starts with them planning their wedding and stuff, whatever. So he's being distant. It kind of come off in the beginning that he was being possessive asshole towards her. You know what I'm saying? That she might be getting her ass whooped. That's what I was thinking at first. But then, like, at the end of the episode, they were taking a shower together, right? But because he hadn't touched her in months. She made that clear in like the first 3 sentences of the episode that she hadn't touched her in months, that he won't have sex with her, right? So he jumps in the shower with her. She's trying to, turn him on or whatever. And he's refusing. Oh, babe, I'm tired. Because he's a doctor, too. And so he turns around. And she finds a condom sticking out his ass. So you know what that means. So I was just like, well, damn. UMC, y'all really went there. Okay. And they actually said it. I see a condom sticking out I found it sticking out your ass. That's what she told him. I'm like, well, damn. Okay, I see. All right, y'all pushing that shit. I ain't mad. Y'all pushing the envelope. So then she runs and she hides in the room. Well, not hides, but she runs to get space between them in the room. She's crying. And then she finds money in the plane ticket. I guess he's supposed to be leaving her, right? So then, this is the part that I didn't see coming. So she goes back to confront him, and he's like, oh, babe, I'm sorry. And before he could get it out good, she literally slits his throat. And I'm just like, well, damn, this how we gonna start the series? So, and then it goes on where, she killed him. And then later on in the episode, her brother, which is her brother, her twin brother, is supposed to be this drug lord. and he or doughboy, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, he hot on them streets, okay? And he is killing people who are a part of the sex trafficking ring, right? So he's doing his vigilante justice thing, and then she kind of comes up on him in the middle of him doing it. The sister does, and then she comes and helps him out. So now the police are looking at him because these bodies are coming up, and they're trying to pin the murder. They're trying to figure out who's killing them, and it's getting closer to find out that it's them that's doing it. And then you got this little subplot with, which I don't like, it's creepy to me, but it's this subplot where, okay, so the doctor left her. She killed the doctor. I mean, doctor was gonna leave her. She killed him because he, was fucking around on her. He gay. She got issues. Okay, so then she has another doctor who comes from, I guess, her college or their med school, and comes to work there because they evidently had some relationship back in college, and I guess he's supposed to be the new love interest. But then she got this sick ass damn or twisted ass nurse that works under her who has a crush on her, and basically found out that then she killed somebody else because she kills a patient of hers because Eric had fucked him up somehow, chopped his leg off or something, and it's convoluted, but it's very good. So she kills him because she found out he knows that Eric did that to him or whatever. She kills the witness of the guy that Eric fucked up over the sex trafficking thing, right? So the nurse somehow finds out that she killed the patient. He blackmailed her into having sex with him. Like, it's that to me is like the creepiest part. Like, I don't really like that subplot. I don't know where they're going with that. I wish they hurry up and end that. Y'all got too much other stuff going on. You got her killing folks. You got Eric going after folks, vigilante justice, and still being a doughboy. You got the police kind of coming in on them, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out these cases. And then you got this crazy ass fucking neighbor who is actually involved in the sex trafficking thing. She's kind of like, I don't want to say she's the mastermind, but she's definitely facilitating it because she has a girl hitting at her house. She's pure evil, but she's so funny. I love her. Like, I love whoever plays her. I love you. Now that part I'm mad about too, because at the end of this last episode, Eric, I think he kills her, and I'm like so mad about that because I'm like, she was so much gold to the show. Like, y'all could have really used her for more than one season. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all kill her off so quick? I don't understand that. Like, she was really gold. Like, in terms of being a villain, like, she was great. Like, they should have kept her. I'm mad Eric. I'm actually mad Eric killed her. If he did, because it just showed him having her tied up. He has his room he takes people to. And the interesting part about that is he's actually smart. He's a doughboy, but he's smart because he went to medical school. He didn't stay in medical school, but he went to medical school. So he basically could kill your ass and get away with the shit, or trying to get away with it, because he knows how to kill you and how to stitch you back. I don't know, but like I said, it's very convoluted, but in a very good, entertaining way. So again, check that out. I can't wait for episode 5. I believe it comes on Thursdays because UMC ain't telling nobody when it come out. I had to Google that shit, but it comes on Thursdays, I believe, because that's when the last episode came out. It was yesterday, and I watched it yesterday morning. So they don't take up too much of your time. The episodes are never no more than 29 minutes long. So it's not taking up a good portion of your day. You can easily follow it along. So they definitely got my vote. Definitely be watching next Thursday, and hope they come back for a season 2. I don't know how many seasons they're going to do. Typically, I see UMC usually does 6 episodes a season, and we're on number 5, so this might be the season finale. I don't know, but I hope they come back because it's actually a really, really good show. So anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go because I've gotten 2 phone calls from my husband, and he's trying to get me something to eat. So I better hurry up and answer because I got fat girl problems. Okay. Anyway, you comment on Double Cross if you've seen it, you like it. What do you like about it? Comment. Let me know what y'all think about Tiana Taylor's album. Like I said, it didn't grip me in the beginning, but again, it happens with me a lot. Sometimes it takes me a minute to sink in. And happy Juneteenth. Like, subscribe, comment, and let's talk.